Okay, we'll go on to number 2, which is going to be a little bit similar. We've got the homemade gavadil. Put more of that rigotte. Put some gravy right in with that to moisten it up. So you have some similar components, but we're able to make a couple different dishes. Now we've roasted some peppers, and I'm going to show you that, kind of doing things a little backwards. See, we've mixed this up. Growing up, we used to eat macaroni like this also. We also referred to this as pot cheese, aside from ricotta, which we shortened and said rigotte. So this would just be, macaroni. Mom, make me some macaroni and pot cheese. Okay. She'd take some leftover macaroni if we had any, put some gravy, a little pot cheese, heat it up, and we'd be golden. So we've got a couple of peppers that we've already roasted. We started out with pepper that looked like this. Just peel that little tag off. And we put it over an open flame. Actually, I can show you that while we're, if I could get my stove to light. There we go. So we just put it over an open flame. Before you know it, our peppers get completely black. We put them in a paper bag for about 10 minutes, close up that bag. It allows some of the steam to be absorbed, and then the peppers won't get too mushy. So then we can take the peppers and we can split them open and pull the seeds out. So you see we've got these all split. Actually, Leah did this for me in the background, so thank you, Leah. And I've got all the seeds taken out. And I'm going to fill these with my macaroni with pot cheese. So we're going to have a wonderfully stuffed roasted pepper with macaroni. Absolutely delicious dish. People don't think of combining things that normally wouldn't be associated with one another in the same dish. We might eat roasted peppers in the beginning as a salad or a side dish, but people wouldn't think of filling the roasted pepper, using that actually as the, what I'll call, vehicle to hold the macaroni. Beautiful. Put a little bit more tomato gravy on top. See, as that pepper starts to roast, I'll take my tongs and simply turn it. So we're going to get it nice and black. Again, I want to put some shredded cheese over the top of this, just a little bit. And my pecorino romano, which is delish. I'm the guy who's always saying, another scoop, another scoop. When the waiter comes or waitress putting the pecorino romano or parmesan, another one, another one. We'll leave the bowl. I'll put my own. Kind of shifting everything to the back that I don't need. And these peppers will go into the oven as well. Actually, let's see, they'll have to go on the top. Okay, on to the next dish. Let's take a look at our pepper just so you can kind of get an idea where we are. See how that's nice and black? I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to let this sit for a minute, and then I'm going to show you just how easy that skin will start to flake off. I've got some day-old bread. I cut the little crusty piece off on the end, and I'm going to cut some slices. This happens to be like a multi-grain Italian bread. Take them like 3 pieces at a time, cut them in half, and then cut them into cubes. This is all going to make sense. It's all going to make sense. Our leftover broccoli rabe, I eat sometimes just plain cold. Or I even make sandwiches out of it. I love it just simply as a sandwich. But today we're going to make this panna cotta. penne meaning bread, cotto cooked bread. So the base for our cooked bread is the broccoli rabe, which has been sauteed in oil and garlic. And when I cook my broccoli rabe, I cook it to death. I like broccoli rabe that is really, really super infused with garlic. I'll put some of that wonderful juice in there. Okay, put that back here. And I'm going to put my bread You know, people sometimes refer to old Italians as being frugal, and this is a great way to be frugal. It's all don't want to waste any of this. Why would you throw it away when it tastes so good? We'll put some shredded cheese over the top, and this is all going to soak into that liquid and get crunchy on the top. And some pecorino romano. Always love pecorino. Perfect. Broccoli rabe, ready to go. Okay, 3 in. Looks like we're going to get to the fourth one. Okay, this is the tricky one. Risotto. Risotto is just one of those things that it's never good reheated. Putting some olive oil in a pan and going to heat that up. I have an egg that I'm going to mix with a little milk. This is going to be very familiar to many of you. I've got flour, I've got egg, and I've got breadcrumbs. And I've got my risotto. Now it's time for me to get a little bit messy. So, let's see. I will assemble these on a prep board. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to take a big chunk of the risotto. This is a risotto that's made with fresh mozzarella and pancetta and egg. So I'm taking a kind of a spoonful and making like a nice little ball out of it. So you can see where I'm going with this. I'm sure you've heard of rice balls. Well, here's a quick variation of getting rid of our risotto, because you never want to throw any of this away. And I can make them any size that I want. If you know how to make meatballs, you'll be able to make rice balls. We're actually supposed to teach this in a class, and we got snowed out. Folks remember snow? How can you forget it this year? Gotten completely hammered. It's fun for about the first hour until you have to go out and shovel it. I'll tell you, they did a great job here with the snow removal. We had a couple of pretty decent snowstorms, and within a short period of time in the morning, I was able to get around everywhere I needed. So hats off to our friends at DPW and the long hours they put in. You know, we're asleep at home thinking, I hope those streets are clear when I get up. Half the time not thinking, you know, somebody else not asleep clearing those streets. But they did a great job.